I never found a job that genuinely fulfilled me. Yes, sometimes, and it's normal, like you have to work even though you don't feel like it, like it's normal. You won't always feel like working. But when the signal is so strong and clear and it genuinely feels like a waste of time, it's at a point where you kind of have to listen to it, to at least acknowledge it. It's not like, oh, I'm lazy, oh, I don't really feel like working. It feels fucking pointless. Even though I'm making money. Bro, I had jobs making 15 an hour. Other jobs where for 3 days I made 1.4k. And despite making the money, it felt like a waste of time. And I always knew it, but we have so much pressure on our shoulders to just make money and don't think about anything else. Just find a good job that pays well and shut the fuck up. Basically, like, no one says that, but that's like the pressure I feel, and I bet that it's also the same thing with you. I always knew that something else was more important. I always knew it, that I had to focus on this before focusing on making money. And I don't think that it's about emotions, but it's about a clear signal that I need to find something that genuinely fulfills me. Because just the term like purpose and like finding something that fulfills me is like taboo. No one talks about this. It doesn't feel like a masculine thing to talk about. Especially like, I don't know with your parents, but mine, like, they're pretty like strict. I know like they want the best for me. They put a lot of pressure to find a job basically that will pay the rents, the food, the car, the bills, the taxes, everything, so that I don't struggle. I'm honestly really grateful, but is it better to take this path? Like the path of our parents. Work this normal job, be comfortable, but do something that just is fucking depressing and boring, just repetitive, that doesn't really feel like you're actually moving big stones in the world, that you're actually doing an impact, where you're actively chasing something that you want to achieve so badly, where you face discomfort, challenging tasks, where you actually improve, become better as a goddamn human being. Because I know that money is so important. It's so important to make money, especially nowadays, because if you make like maybe like 40 to 80k per year, then you'll struggle. You'll have just the bare minimum to do nothing and like be a slave worker 9 to 5, like all of that. But, this word, having a dream, is that a fantasy? Or can that be reality? Because we all fantasize over it. It's so like appealing, just imagining doing something that you love and making money out of it. But when you look at most people, it's like, did they fuck up their dream? What are they even doing, boo? Like, they all have normal lives that doesn't feel exciting. They're just repetitive, comfortable, depressing lives. A lot of us talk about, oh, chase your dreams. But bro, I don't know you, but I don't see a lot of people chasing their dreams. Now, sure, on social media, it feels like everyone does. But when you look in real life, it feels like everyone is a slave to the idea of work a comfortable job and shut the fuck up. I haven't seen anyone having the balls yet in real life. Well, my dad, to be honest. But my uncle, Also, that might be why. I think I might have it in my blood. I had this question, and I and I bet that is so appealing to you also. Is it smarter to just go to college, university, blah 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 blah, and like be like a plumber? You know, like have a good stable job and work for like 10 years. Okay, good. Like I'll make some pretty like good money. I'll be comfortable. Maybe I won't necessarily be rich. Maybe in what 10, maybe 20 years if I have my own business. You know, and like take this path. You know, why doesn't pretty it doesn't really it's not sexy. It's not sexy at all. It's like a really fat, ugly girl. Like, no offense, but it's stronger than me, but it's not appealing. I don't know if that's the best comparison, but that just popped in my mind, so I said it. Or would you rather to just, like we're young, take our time, like years of our life, you discover ourselves. Discover what you like, what you don't like, the things that you're not good at naturally, the things you are good at naturally, how the market works, what are the demand, and then once you found it, go all in and try to monetize it. And it might take, let's say, 5 or 10 years to monetize, maybe even less. It's not that this is exactly what's gonna happen, but which path would you rather be taking? One feels safe and fucking depressing, yet the other feels so risky, but fucking like so badass to take. Like, oh man, it just feels so thrilling, like some cool shit would happen, or you don't even know it. That's the fun. And that's the exact path I've been taking. It's been more than 3 years. I haven't made that much money. I had like many side jobs, but I always wanted to become a content creator. It was always appealing to me. Plus, like you can make a lot of money and have subscribers, like the fame thing, which is pretty cool, but I always have the desire to just express my goddamn authentic and raw beliefs. It feels like it's my passion. And I believe that I can monetize it. Who knows how. For those 3 years, I've been making like so many videos. So many of them were shit. And I've just realized that during all this time, I wasn't creating content, but I was finding myself. Because for years I was consuming content, watching porn, fapping. I never really listened to myself. I was like this little goblin in his room playing Fortnite. Literally. Like, I had more than 1,000 wins. You want to 1v1 me build fight? Let's do it right now. Kidding. I threw my PS4 out of the roof and it exploded to the ground. Basically, I forgot what I was thinking about. Water time. No, there's 1 minute left on the SIM card. And I can tell you that I don't regret this at all. It's the opposite. I'm so grateful. And I haven't felt that happy in my entire life. Not only that, but it feels like I'm actually moving forward, even though I'm not making money. Because I'm understanding what I genuinely want and what could potentially work in the long run with like making money and be financially stable, blah blah blah. And maybe you can even feel it while watching this video that maybe there's some kind of confidence when I talk or whatever it is. Maybe it just sounds like I found myself. But I'm much more stable with myself. And I believe it's much more important than just chasing money for years and doing it simply for it, even though it's empty. So that's the path I've been taking, and it's your time to choose. At the end of the day, you decide. I don't. But you know what to do.